must be so embarrassed.
Randy, the word is ham bone. Close. That's the work of a closer.
what's up, you guys? It's Frank the Tank, and that was the zero gravity bowling ball. So straight away, I can tell you right now, I was very surprised by the way this ball rolled, but I wasn't disappointed. So surprised, but not disappointed at all. I will say that I did not do any research on this ball. I relied on pure guesswork to try to figure out how this ball rolled. And the only clues that I really had to try like right off the bat to try to figure out how this ball rolled was obviously the cover. I could tell instantly that it was a solid cover on the bowling ball. And then, of course, this ball had a mass bias marking on it. And when a bowling ball has a mass bias marking on it, that means that it has an asymmetrical core. So those were the only two clues that I had to figure out what this ball could possibly be like before I was going to throw it. And because of those two things, I automatically thought beforehand that this ball was probably going to have an early response to friction, and that it was probably going to be pretty strong in its change in direction. But it was the complete opposite of that. It went super long. Well, not like insanely long, but you guys could see it went long, and it got around the corner pretty slow. It wasn't quick. And then you could also see that I was playing the lanes pretty straight with this ball. So yeah, that's why I was stunned. I mean, an asymmetrical core, a ball fitted with an asymmetrical core and a solid cover, and I'm playing the lanes that straight, that's a little bit unheard of. In fact, I don't think there's anything on the market like that right now. So this was definitely an interesting combination, and obviously after I was done with this video is when I decided to do the research, because I thought maybe it was I was throwing the ball wrong, or maybe it was the layout that I put on the ball. But no, it makes sense that this ball was rolling the way it was, because if we look at the specs for this bowling ball, it does have an asymmetrical core. It has ERG solid reactive, and here it was the one thing that led me to realize, okay, it wasn't me. It was indeed the ball. The RG is 2.55 compared to, let's say, an IQ Tour Edition. The IQ Tour Edition is fitted with the symmetrical core, and it's got R2S solid reactive. However, the RG on the ball is 2.49 compared to the zero gravity 2.55. Big difference right there. So that means that you could instantly tell this ball will roll later, much later. And then, of course, the differential on the IQ Tour Edition is 0.029, and the zero gravities is 0.037. So, yeah, even though the zero gravity has an asymmetrical core, the IQ Tour Edition having symmetrical, the solid reactive covers being different. The big one here is the RG being 2.49, and the zero gravities being 2.55. So it made sense that I had to stand on. I think I was standing like either on 17.5 or 18 with this bowling ball, and with an IQ Tour Edition, which I do have, but I do have it drilled differently, I had to stand on board 20. So at least now I know there was nothing wrong with me when I was throwing the ball. It's the specs on the bowling ball. It's the core, and the RG, the differential, and the solid reactive cover that they put on it that's making this ball do this. And again, this is a very interesting combination because, again, there's nothing on the market like this, at least that I can see, because if there is a ball that allows you to play the lanes that far to the right, then it's probably got a symmetrical core on it. I don't think I've ever been met with a ball that has an asymmetrical core and has me that far to the right. I mean, you can definitely drill a ball very, very weak to have you play that part of the lane, but like to have a ball drilled normally and to play the lanes normally and to be that far right is just unheard of. Unfortunately, this ball, I can't remember exactly when they made it. I don't know if it was made in 2013 or 2014, but it was made around that time. So obviously it was made that long ago and discontinued not long after. But because of that, I feel it was necessary that review for this ball be made, because I feel I just got this very strong feeling that bowling back then was not as big as it is now. And because of that, I feel that the zero gravity didn't get the attention it deserved. So I feel like it's necessary to bring this ball back into the light for people to see what what a house shot killer this thing is, because I think that's what this thing is. I mean, again, I don't care how annoying this gets, but I'm going to say it again. It's got an asymmetrical core. It's a solid cover, and it goes long and it gets around the corner nice and easy. And the crazy thing is the amount of miss room that it gives you. I mean, you guys saw I was very inconsistent here. I was not good at playing those straight angles, but this ball was helping me so much. I missed left of target, it held. I missed right of target, it came back and it didn't overhook. It always found the pocket. This thing is just unbelievable, and I'm so glad that I found one. And yeah, I was not disappointed in the end. I will say though, for game three, I did struggle quite a bit because I don't know if anybody else could possibly do this, but I know I couldn't really do it so well. But the length on the bowling ball and the way it gets around the corner made it difficult to hook the entire lane with it. I feel like for me personally, I don't know about any of you. For me, it's this ball is best used at like played regularly, like I was doing in game one and two. Because game three, I just wasn't making it happen. I could have gotten a much higher series if I didn't do what I was doing in game three. But you guys know that's part of my routine. We test out the bowling ball's hook potential to see what it can do if we played far left. And yeah, it just wasn't cutting it for me. This ball is better used the way it was the way I was using it in game one and two. So I'm just really glad that I found what I think is another house shot killer from the past, at least. So again, I don't know if there's another bowling ball out there that had been released from 2013 all the way up to now that has a combination of that sort. But surely there's obviously other bowling balls that can play that far to the right. They'll obviously have different covers and different cores. But for this one to have an asymmetrical core and for it to have a solid cover and for it to be rolling the way it was is just crazy. So I really liked that, and I like that I could I didn't have to like adjust my hand or anything, like straighten the hand to try to play that kind of angle. I could let it go normally the way I usually do, like rev it like crazy, and it won't, overhook down lane. It'll just go nice and easy. And again, the amount of miss room is what really caught my eye. And yeah, I think I'm definitely going to be taking this one to league with me to see how it plays. I already did take it to league with me when I played on lanes 1 and 2, but I felt that I hated lanes 1 and 2, so I feel like I need to try this zero gravity ball on a different pair of lanes, and just to see if I can. Just to see if I can hack it on a different pair of lanes. I know it makes no difference, but the topography on 1 and 2 was a little bit tricky. But I'm definitely going to be taking this one back to league with me to try it out again, because this thing I think will guarantee me some high scores for sure. So if any of you have the chance to get a zero gravity, get it, because this thing I do believe is a house shot killer. It might be kind of pricey though, because obviously this one was made quite some time ago and it's been discontinued for quite some time, so finding one is obviously not easy. But if any of you are in possession of one right now, you got yourself what I believe is a house shot killer. So those are my thoughts on it. That's what I think about it, and I guess there's really nothing more to say on it other than I'm very glad that I found this one and that I decided to do a review on it. So anyway, that's it for me. That is a zero gravity ball. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm Frank the Tank, and I think that I will be trying out the gem. I was going to pass on it, but after seeing that 2.47 RG number, which is would make it the earliest thing, if I added it to my arsenal, it would be the earliest thing in my bag. So that's what really caught my eye. So I think I might give it a shot. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. So I'm Frank the Tank. I will catch you guys in the next one.